Bars still matter. Bars still matter. Bars still matter. Still matter. Still matter. Still matter.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of Bars Still Matter, because the bars still matter. I'm your host, Rara, aka Rod Graves, and today I got with me my boy. Well, let me let you introduce yourself and where you from. Go ahead.
Man, first and foremost, man, it's your man, J. Royale, reporting live from East Baltimore. You should already know what time it is. The Irish Stoop, the Baltimore Housing Project, all that good stuff, all that good shit. I can curse, right?
Yeah, you can curse. Yeah.
That's what's up. Fuck, come on, fuck it now. Fuck
I love it. Yo,
fuck it, let's go then, fuck it.
I'm gonna start this one off different than I have others with a compliment, right? I'm gonna say it's a compliment first, then I'm gonna say what it is. You're the first artist, to me, in my opinion, in hip hop history, that your rhyme style comes close or even is equal to a Raekwon and a Ghostface.
Oh my gosh, man! Come, hey, don't start that. Hey,
fresh out the gate, bro. Fuck it.
Did you see that legendary shit last night with them two brothers, man?
Yeah, which is weird, because I had that question, I had that statement already ready prior to watching that last night. Like, that's what drew me to you. I'm like, yo, he definitely has that in him, and I haven't heard nobody ever come close besides you. That's from me, bro.
Come on, man. Hey, bless your heart, man. The BKA, first and foremost, man. Like, I mean, anybody that know me know, man, like the regard that I hold those two brothers in, you know what I'm saying? So it's like the pedestal that I put them two brothers in. It's like, yo, to be compared to those guys, it's like, yo, I often have to say, yo, you said it. You said it. Because it's like, you know what I mean? For me to run around and say some shit like that, man, that, I'm still a work in progress. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, to hear that from folks, and it's like, man, I'm cut from that. I know that I'm cut from that cloth of, engineering my rhymes and shit like that. But, when the people hear and say it and wave that flag, man, that's something serious, man, because it's like, damn, yo, they heavyweights, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was real delighted to see that shit last night, man. That made my year. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Man, see them two brothers get money in a check like that, and be holding it down for so long, man. They fed us such dope hip hop. So it's like, man, get them, man, they flowers, man. Red Meth is the 20th, I think, April 20th.
Now, to me, that was the best verses to me so far. You know what I mean? Like, it's been good ones, but to me, that was the best one where I sat back and said, I need to see Red versus Meth. I need to see CNN and Dog Pound. I need to see Mob with Havoc representing Mob versus MOP. Like, to me now, they made a whole new, you know what I mean? So,
and you know why? I mean, it's like, I kind of feel the same way you feel, because it's like, it's a reason for me to pay attention now. Because it's like, you know what I mean? I don't ride every wave, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, with everybody talking about the verses and you know what I mean? Like, I paid attention to the Jada Fab, you know what I mean? But it's like, aside from that, like, it's just another, little wave, the internet, throw at niggas.
I don't think the Dre and Fab were what we wanted as artists and hip hop fans. I don't think I think it was one-sided. Jada gave us what we wanted. I don't think Fab gave us what we wanted, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, Fab gave the people what he ate off. Those the checks that he got. So of course, So of course he gonna say, all right, well, this big platform, I'm gonna throw out the shit that I think that the people want. And you know, that's the machine that's always been telling him like, nah, yo, do this, Fab. And the checks came, so it's like Fab went that way. But Kiss knew. Kiss know the streets, man. Like Kiss know the streets, man. He you know what I mean? He's still outside. You know what I mean? So he gave niggas what the fuck they wanted. And that shit was a slaughter.
A slaughter. Everybody knows. Even Fab knows it too. And leading from what we just talked about, freestyling it. If you could do a verse right now in your career, who would you pick in your genre to go against?
Oh man, come on, man.
Come
on, man, because yo, I'm still in my prime, so it's like I still want to connect with niggas.
Who would you pick in your prime right now that's in the prime too? You know what I mean? Somebody from your time.
I don't know. I'm sure it's a skill. I'm sure it's a skilled MC somewhere. Everybody be like, yo, my man Jay. Y'all sound, you know what I mean?
You being political right now. Yeah.
Hey man, it's different in the rap world, man. The nigga wake up, say, man, I heard the nigga said my name. You know what I mean? You're right. Like, yo, I want to answer your question, but you know what I mean? Yo, that's smoke in our world. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And shit. And niggas don't want that smoke now. Niggas don't want that smoke.
Now, please, put the people, educate the people, the listeners, to the Baltimore sound, the Baltimore hip hop scene, and artists such as yourself, like Ill, Dirt Platoon. Like, let the listeners know exactly what has the hip hop scene in Baltimore been like all these years.
There isn't a hip hop sound. Everybody rides a wave, and you know what I'm saying. Man, you know, it's a lot of lyricists. It's a lot of lyricists, but I think they chase that carrot that's in front of them, trying to win the race. You know what I mean? They like, you know, that donkey trying to chase that carrot. And I think this hip hop shit coming back. I think that was the ultimate haymaker that we've been waiting for, because me and a couple of dudes been really like standing our ground, and everybody that's really coming back to it, they never believed in it. And it's like they made it known that they didn't believe in it. You know what I'm saying? They you know, kind of like, that'll never work. That real shit ain't never coming back.
Cause I only can name a handful. Like, my original question was,
the handful that you can name is the handful that put in that work.
The way I was going to word the question, I was going to say I don't want to be disrespectful because I wasn't aware of any other besides y'all. So I reworded my question.
Exactly. Because I think that's due to them not knowing themselves. You know what I'm saying? They didn't know. They didn't know what kind of hip hop they were. They just knew that they could rap, and they knew that some way or somehow they were going to get those raps heard. So any wave that came from the auto-tune to the snap and all that, they tried it.
Yeah.
The hits, they tried it. The challenges, front and center. But when it all came back, it's like, well, what are you? The challenge was great. The industry freestyle you did over the internet was fire. Yeah. But now we're listening, and what do you do? And it's like, with them not knowing what it is they do, or that what they want to promote, it's like, you know, like, which way is up? And now that, you know, a lot of people call it a renaissance. A lot of people call it, you know, the new underground or whatever. Whatever you call it, it's certain motherfuckers that never gave it a title. It was a way of life. This was how the fuck niggas rhyme. These was the beats that niggas fuck with. These was the rappers that niggas, you know, the Ghost, the Ray, you know, the Mobs and the Woos and all that. It was like, yo, this is what niggas were cut from, and we stood our ground. And the Baltimore hip hop scene saw pop, and they saw the radio stations, they singles, and they took the Fabulous route, what we was just talking about. They took the Fabulous route, and they said, no, this is what you need to become successful in hip hop. And all of the rappers said, yo, Royale, we gonna leave y'all here, and we're gonna try that hit. We're gonna try that. We're gonna try the auto tune. We're gonna try it.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna say it lost. I ain't gonna say it cost them the respect, but it's like, are you going?
It cost them the longevity.
They got an answer for that. That's like that outfit. That's like that outfit, or that, that wave in the 70s or the 80s, that Easter outfit. And now that we older, and it's like, yo, put that picture away, yo. I don't even want to see that no more. And it's like, my nigga, you wore that? Like, yo, you tried that? And it's like, yo, it was Easter. What do you want me to do? It was in. And it's like, nah, that wasn't it.
Your analogy
wasn't it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, that wasn't it. And now that we have these receipts, it's like, who are you? Because now these, you know what I mean? Now that this wave is here, niggas is they switch their style up. Because I ain't even gonna go into detail on how, but it's like, you can't represent that. We always thought that Fabulous route was bullshit. Like even the locks, Jada Kiss wore shiny suit.
Yeah. And then they snapped back out of it.
And they had to pay for that. But the way they did it, it was like, yo, y'all know the deal that we was in. So it's like, yo, respect us for this. And they presented themselves, and they answered for every receipt that we had. They got fucked over. And it's like, yo, they took those lumps so that the next nigga wouldn't have to. And these niggas still wanted to take those lumps because they were so eager to, be seen and heard. So I say that the Baltimore hip hop scene is everywhere, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, you got your fab niggas that reign supreme, and it's like, all right, these niggas got the hits. These niggas do the auto tune. These niggas do the internet freestyling. And with the underground shit, I mean, it's us.
What made you, Jay, yourself, stick to the boom bap hip hop underground scene all these years when it wasn't mainstream anymore? Like you just explained, when other people were going another route and saying, oh, we'll leave y'all over there. What made you stay loyal to it?
East Baltimore. I'm a petty nigga. I'm around petty niggas. I'm stubborn. You know what I'm saying? I'm around stubborn niggas that swear they know the right way. And it's like, yeah, man, yo, for real, when they see you something, when they see you promote something or passionate about something, and then you do the ultimate switch, you phony for that. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, we ain't gonna do it that way. We're not gonna do it that way. That shit phony. Them niggas is goofy. You know what I mean? We gotta stick to this shit. And everybody like, yo, the fuck, yo, you gotta switch it. You gotta give us this. You gotta give it a. No, yo, I'm not doing that. My nigga, I got bad knees. I can't dance. You know what I mean? I can't snap. You know what I mean? My voice already fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I can't give niggas auto tune. I can't sing, bro. You know what I mean? You remember that Big Pun skit where the nigga be like, yo, sing with me, Pun, and then nigga be like, I ain't no fucking singer. He said, I ain't no fucking singer. Like, yo, that's how niggas was feeling. Because it's like, yo, that's not what I'm going to do. Suppose that shit blow up, and then here you are, you like motherfucking, you know what I mean? What's the nigga name? Webster. Everybody only know you for Webster. You know what I mean? Everybody only Gary Coleman. Everybody know you for what you talking about. So it's like, suppose that shit do take off, and all niggas want to hear you do is sing and snap and auto tune. It's like, no, yo, I'm better than that. I'm better than. It's like, no, you're not, yo. You chose this lane. And now you guys stick with it. You know what I mean?
And that's what you did. You stuck with it.
I stuck with it. You know what I mean? And I realized that, my participation in the culture and what I do for the culture, you know what I mean? It's not always going to be on the forefront, but I definitely want to take the opportunity that I've been given and make something out of it. Like, even if it does come back to the auto-tune shit, I want to make my mark with what it is that I do. And then, you know, if and when, you know, it takes a different direction, I could play the back scene. But now it's like, while it's hot and while the magnifying glass is on what it is we're doing, this is the time to invest in yourself, invest in the longevity of what it is you want to build with it and from it, and try to solidify something. It's like, yo, you come into the job as a fucking, as a novice worker. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, for real, at some point in time, it's like, yo, fuck working. I want to be a supervisor. I want to own this shit. I want to be somebody with some ranking to this company or an asset. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same way with hip hop. Niggas came into this shit and we've been holding this shit down. And it's like, all right, boom. If you going, thank you for giving me my flowers, but what am I going to do with those flowers? Am I going to just sit them in a vase and wait till they wither and die, or am I going to keep watering these flowers and plant some a fucking garden to where as though I then could put somebody else on, or, you know, put somebody else in position, or build from this, no matter how. This is a, you know what I mean? This is a talent. So it's like, what are you going to do with it next? You know what I mean? Because it's like, you remember the black man in sports? It's like, my nigga, all right, what you going to do if your knee blow? What's plan B, bro? You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm really looking at it. And it's so dope. Far, so dope. Good.
This is dope to hear your analogies, because when you're talking, it's like, yo, it lets me know even more now in the listeners, if they're in tune with you already, that your rhymes are really who you are, because you talk like you rap. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so it's I'm happy to see that. Like, no, this is really who he is. You know what I mean? You just touched on something right now that I wanted to ask you too. You kind of touched on it. In your opinion, what's your opinion that you feel how the hip hop culture has been doing during the pandemic? You know what I mean? For artists such as yourself and people like you during the pandemic, what have you, in your opinion, felt like the hip hop culture has become?
Become the streets, bro. It become the streets. Everybody talk it, everybody rap about it, but then the whole world put niggas to the test. All right, bro, you hustle. All right, you can make you could put me anywhere on God's green earth. I triple my worth. Show me. You know what I mean? So it's like the niggas that sank, and the niggas that swam, you know, they chopped that shit up. They put in the hours. They served that shit. They kept niggas coming back. They said, yo, you know what? Prices take a dive Friday at the 5. You know what I'm saying? They work the deals out. You know what I'm saying? They said, yo, the shop closed. It's a drought outside. Now the price is double. If you want it, come get it. You know what I mean? And then when niggas argued, it was like, all right, boom, everybody else shop closed. Where else you gonna get it? You either pay me or go home without it, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I ain't make the rules, but we gotta play by it. So it's like, I think the pandemic made hustlers, and this is not just hip hop. This is not just hip hop. This pandemic made hustlers out of everybody.
Yep.
Man, church girls started OnlyFans pages.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Word.
You know what I mean? Like good bitches is out here busting it open for that couple of dollars on the, you know what I mean, on the Venmo or the, you know what I mean? So it's like, yo, either you sat still or you got out here and got it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no disrespect to anybody that sat around, but I see artists every day. They post they fuckery. Yo, niggas don't support me. Niggas, you share somebody's shit, they don't share yours. Bro, that ain't it. That ain't it. You gotta get out here and beat your feet, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, yo, the world shut down. Don't nobody care about nothing you gotta say. Everybody's fucked up. Everybody's waiting for $1,400 fucking dollars to come from the government, and they gonna take that shit back. Don't think that shit going, you know what I mean? So it's like, right, bro,
back with them.
Right. If you don't take that $1,400 and triple that shit, then you fucked up out here, bro. And that shit really, you know, the pandemic really put niggas in a place. It's like, all right, yo, you talk about it. All right, yo, you posting about it. Niggas, you know, niggas that spend all their money buying views, buying followers, and then couldn't sell a fucking 16 bar verse. You know what I mean? Couldn't sell a first mixtape, couldn't sell a first album. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, I pray for them niggas, but I'm also praying for the flip. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like that, yeah,
that's a title for one of your songs. That's a title for one of your songs right there, praying for the flip.
How you know it ain't already? How you know it ain't already one? You mean? The fuck? Your hat say LA, mine say Baltimore. We 3 hours ahead, my nigga. We 3 hours that way.
I'm in tune with you, bro. Listen,
yeah,
man, I'm in tune with
you know, and now, you know, like you see the game shifting on how to drop these NFTs, you know what I mean? And the game changing into a whole new way of, you know, dropping your music, your digital art, all that. Everything is about to change all over again. So that one motherfucker nigga that say, oh, you can't do it without doing this, you gotta put that to the test. You gotta say, show me, bro, because I'm not going to give you my money until you show me your results. Until you show me you gotta show me a success story. You know what I mean? Show me that 300-pound nigga that's you know, rock solid, you know what I mean, with the abs before you sell me this motherfucking yeah, yo, I can get you there. Don't sell me that dream. You gotta show me results, bro.
Yeah.
And that's what the pandemic taught me. You know what I'm saying? I done had some good niggas still. I done seen niggas, you know, turn into that. The pandemic, bro. When a dog, you can love this dog, or you know what I'm saying? You can love this dog with all your might. You can feed it and all that shit. Play with that motherfucker food while he hungry. It'll come out. The truth will come out. The truth will come out of him. The truth will come out of him and snap it. You pull back 4 fingers. You feel me? Fuck. You feel me?
Yo.
It's not.
Hey, I know your niggas love you, yo. Being around you, yo.
No, they don't. No, they don't.
The ones who like an honest, straight talking nigga would. You know what I mean?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man. I love everybody and people that are near and dear to me. They love me. I'm a headache though. You know what I'm saying? I know because like me and my mother, God rest her soul, my mother, we used to get into it. Yeah. And she used to hit me with it. She'd be like, I mean, you arguing, but you telling me all this slang. Make me understand. That's where that analogy shit come from. Cause it's like, all right, Mom. Me and my mother sat down and watched a lot of movies, so I would have to go back in the movie scenes. Like, you remember in 5 Heartbeats when that's what I'm trying. And she like, all right, you know, she taught me how to read between the lines on a lot of shit. And then, you know, that became our language. So I didn't even know that one day this would be considered, you know, the city slicker or being a fast talker or something like that. That's just the way me and Mom Dukes communicated. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like the analogy shit, you know what I mean? Because it's like whatever slang word was popping and in the streets, I'm trying to get yo, cuz, yo, coon, that nigga trying to run up, do the flip flap, trying to swim, do the spin. She like, are you coming at me? But I don't understand all this slang shit. Talk to me.
Yeah.
And that's how the conversations that was the dialogue between me and my moms. You know what I'm saying?
You don't hear people usually say they mom.
No.
They say they homeboy, they brother, somebody, not they moms. That's deep.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like, yo, at a point in time, like my crib on my block, my crib was like the party house. So it's like, you know what I mean? That shit taught me a lot with the streets because I had an older brother. He used to throw a lot of parties. My moms would work at night. So it's like, you know what I mean? A lot of the niggas would come to my crib, party and all that. And then my moms would come and she'd be like, look at this house. Let that shit sink in. Your homeboys that come over here and then fuck your house up. They don't let you in their houses. You can't go in their houses and crack blunts and, you know what I mean, leave the blunt guts in the little bag and not clean up. No, they peoples ain't allow that. And y'all allowing that shit here. So, you know what I mean? My mother used to put me on a live game. She'd be like, yo, y'all letting niggas in and out my house? So when some shit happened and niggas try to rob this bitch, who y'all gonna think did it? Everybody know the pattern of your house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And shit, when I was young, scared of the dark, she'd cut the lights out. She'd be like, now, walk through this house and you walk in the A room. I don't care how scared you are. And then she'd sit me down and tell me why. She'd be like, if an intruder came in here and didn't know your house, he fumbling and bumbling. In the dark, you should be able to move around your house. You know what I'm saying? With your eyes closed, you know where everything is, from your weaponry to the phone, you know what I mean, and shit like that. My mother was a G, man. And niggas in the hood knew my moms and respected her as such. You remember that? You remember in Goodfellas? We be like, yo, you know, one day, the niggas in the hood carried my mom's groceries all the way home. You know why? It was out of respect. Yeah. And it wasn't out of the respect of me being out there. It was because she was the motherfucking G. You know what I'm saying? Miss Joni, let me carry your bags, Mr. You know what I'm saying? So it's like the upbringing of my shit was, you know, I value that shit because, you know, my father was a ladies man, and he, you know, he ran the streets and used pool to get pussy. You know what I'm saying? So my mother had to be 2 steps. Oh man, this nigga got trophies as tall as me, man. This nigga, yeah, man. My father used to shoot pool, and you know that pool shark shit, man. That's that back in the day. That's that pimp shit, man.
That's a legendary shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So
shit. Yeah.
So think about it. If Pops was a smooth motherfucking talker, and my mom's had to be 2 steps ahead of him. You know what I mean? And most of my time was spent with my mom's. It's like, man, my mother was the slickest nigga I know. You know what I mean? So shout out to the moms. You only get one of them.
Salute to the moms. I appreciate you giving us that info for this interview. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah. So to the moms.
Was that party of what I'm gonna ask you? Was that part of it? And if what else was the inspiration to write? What's your inspiration to write? J. Royale's inspiration to write the bars that he writes.
Well, it started with the freestyling. It was all right. So in Baltimore, it's a long little strip. It's like our version of the biggest strip. It's called Baltimore Street. And you know what I mean? On Baltimore Street, you had the strip clubs. And back in the day, you know, it was super duper lit. You know what I mean? Because, you know, every Thursday through Sunday, from every hood, the G's, the players, the slick talkers, the bitches, the strippers would be up and down the strip. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. And a lot of freestyling went on down there. The Job Corps buses would be let out down there. So it was just like a melting pot of niggas down there. Your fly getting money niggas, your scraggling ass niggas, your stick up niggas, your drug niggas, your big time drug niggas, your nickel and dime drug niggas. They was all down there. And they all had, you know what I'm saying, whether it was to get pussy, whether it was to be seen, you had to be downtown on the block every weekend just to, you know what I mean? Baltimore had to know you from that. And a lot of freestyle sessions would happen in front of this spot called Crazy John's, because after the strip clubs were closed, Crazy John's would stay open till like 4 or 5 in the morning. Niggas that get their pizza, niggas that get their slices, they food, and you know, like parking lot pimp, you know what I mean? And it was like a lot of shit would happen, and the freestyle niggas would start, you know what I mean? And that would impress the girls, and you know what I'm saying? That shit would, you know, like, damn, niggas can rhyme and shit. So my thing was, wow, I gotta do that. That's where it's at. Cause all of the cool niggas, I'm young amongst giants, and it's like all of the cool niggas, you know what I mean? Not all of the niggas was rhyming, but even the cool niggas that didn't rhyme, big somebody up that did. Like, nah, if y'all gonna rhyme, yo, my little cousin here, you know? And I'm like, damn, this shit gets the ultimate respect. And I got fuck with that shit. You know what I mean? Like I got fuck with this shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, it started with the freestyling, you know, and a couple times they, you know, I tried and choked up. And it's like, I get the little nigga out of here. But then it was like, this something I gotta work on because, you know what I mean? I can't keep, you know, I can't be the little flunky that can't do this shit. So it was like, you know, when it started coming together for me, I'm pacing back and forth in my room. And, you know what I mean? I'm putting the words together. And being able to freestyle was like, all right, boom, you did it. But then it's just like, do it again. Yo, you nice, do it again, do it again. So it's like, yo, at some point in time, it's like, yo, let me start writing some of this shit down because, you know what I mean? Yo, you know, to be doing it on site and shit like that. It's like I wanted to work on my craft. And then I had an older cousin named Malcolm. And he had another, you know, like a lot of people were in and out because he did that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, yeah, yo, you think the only rap niggas is Wu-Tang Clan. And he started putting me, you know, the boot camp clip squads. And he was like, yeah, man, yo, they ain't the only niggas out here doing it. And it reminded me of that shit, you know what I mean? And Paid in Full, when they ran up on Dame Dash, he was like, yo, y'all think y'all the only niggas getting money. Nigga, I got $1,000. And it was like, yo, what's other niggas doing this shit? And it was like, yo, a monster, they created a monster. Cause now I'm like, damn, now I'm paying attention to these niggas. They saying the shit that I'm thinking, how I'm feeling as a young nigga, you know, fatigues and, you know what I mean, Gore-Tex, you know, Scully Cap and Columbia Rank, you know what I mean? And I'm like, damn, niggas is rhyming about that shit. I wanted to be a part. So it's like, I started writing rhymes. And then, you know what I mean? Like from the freestyles came the lunchroom shits, you know what I mean? And then it became, yo, you should really get in the studio. And you know what I mean? The nigga named Ogun invited me to the studio and they had a little rap squad. And yeah, man, he was going in there and having to pay studio time. It was like, I ain't about to come in here and try freestyle. I want to come in here prepared. You know, I want to come in here prepared and really jump on something and really make my mark. And then, you know, word started getting around the niggas that, all the rap niggas that could rap, they ain't like it. They like, oh, this nigga thing, yeah. You know what I mean? So the competition was healthy. But no, it was healthy competition. You know what I mean? Yeah. But Baltimore is an aggressive city. So it's like, you know what I mean? That competition, it's like, my nigga, you could win some shit and then get stabbed for winning some shit. You know what I mean? You can win a freestyle battle and then niggas will beat you up. Niggas will beat you up just because their man ain't winning something. You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, jumping out there wasn't exactly what you wanted to do unless you were prepared for everything that came with it. And it's like, that's how I really treated my modern day shit, because it's like, all right, boom. Like, yo, somebody somewhere is not going to like if you're successful at this shit. So it's like, you know what I mean? Coming from Baltimore, it was just like, you know, seeing the crazy shit that, you know, I've seen, because everybody's seen crazier. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Any city.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, yo, with the knowledge that I have of my city, it's like, all right, boom, like, yeah, I think I'm ready, bro. Like, let's start putting some shit out. And slander came with it. You know, a lot of craziness came with it, but it's not even worth talking about because I'm still here. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like, the fuck, I feel like anything worth fighting for, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's worth leveling up at, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I really was like, yo, let me take this shit there. Then I linked up with some niggas that was doing it. And, you know, I learned from niggas. I knew when to shut up. I knew when to talk. I knew when to stay in my lane. You know what I mean? So it's just like, yo, basically, you know, I just observed. I did a lot of observing. I did a lot of, you know what I'm saying, questioning shit. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, niggas is still niggas. But who gonna pull it? Like, yo, I want to believe you, but you a nigga. If I'm gonna kick my money out, man, show me what I'm paying for. You know what I mean? Yeah. And a lot of niggas, I lost a lot of good people because of that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, yo, niggas to tell you, yo, trust me, I got it. And it's like, all right, well, yo, you do it first, and then I put my money into it. Cause it was like a lot of niggas treated this rap shit like that ACN shit. You remember that ACN shit? It was like niggas that gather around. It was like a pyramid scheme. Niggas that, you know what I'm saying? Niggas that gather around. Yeah, niggas that gather around in somebody's living room, watch a video, and then be like, yeah, yo, so just for $500, I can get you, turn you into, and it's like, yo, you put your money up, and let me see how successful you are before I say, all right, let me piggyback off that. You know what I mean? So it's like, I ain't just jumping into anything.
I literally just watched the King of Queens episode last night when Doug was being convinced to buy into the water tank scheme, and he was like, for $500, you could be a part of this. The same shit you just said. Like,
man, I swear to God, if a nigga told me a price and said, yo, I'd say just go ahead, spend the money. Here I come with 1,000,005 questions. Niggas got frustrated. Niggas be like, yo, because my question in them came off as like I didn't trust them. Which I didn't. But I, respectfully, I ain't about to say I don't trust you. But you know what I mean? At the same token, it's just on some shit like, all right, so where does this money go when I it's like, yo, niggas couldn't deal with that. And then there's a lot of stupid little fuck shit niggas to try to do where they needed your money first. And it's like, come on, man. I used to sell drugs, yo. Like, you really about to sit and try to convince me to give you money for weight that we ain't got our hands on? Like, I'm not doing that shit.
What I admire your beat selection. What is it that you look for when selecting your beats? And do you have a certain amount of producers that you use, or do producers just send you the style of beats that you do use? Because your ear for the beats that you select are a type of sound that I look for, and it complements your style of rhyming. You feel what I'm saying? So do you have producers you fuck with just for that sound, or the producer just happen to send those type of beats to you?
Yeah, like I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's a marriage that has to be made. You know what I'm saying? Like with my type of rhyme scheme and style, you know what I mean? It's like, yo, I don't care. Like that just goes back to the wave. I don't care what's exactly popping or what's in. And sometimes it's like, yo, we can attempt it, or we can experiment with it, and you know what I mean, and shit like that. But my ultimate go-tos is chemistry, bro. So it's like, you know what I mean? I do exactly what you said. I try to complement. Either I try to complement the beat, or when I hear that beat that complements my shit, it's like, yeah, this sound crazy. You know what I'm saying? Or you know what I mean? It's like that sit around, and you know how them listening sessions, you look at niggas and it's like, you get them faces and shit. Like, and and as of recent, it's like I done sat in the studio with some big time, in my heart, big time niggas. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I done seen those faces. The face don't switch. The face don't lie. You know what I'm saying? Even if niggas, and you can tell the niggas that do it try front, because it be like, nah, that ain't that. Niggas be like, you know what I mean? Like, nah, you try to make a nigga feel good. Nah, that ain't that. But you know what I'm saying? I done seen that shit. Like, I really I try to compliment the rhyme and do my best to compliment a producer's beat. But it's just like, bro, like, I get beat packs all the time. And sometimes, it's not time. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I'll get a beat that's ahead of its time where my mind ain't there yet.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And then it's just like, all right, boom, I got an idea. I spark an idea. And then, it's like a boxing match. If a nigga starts losing a boxing match, they tell that you can hear the motherfucking corner say, all right, go back to the jab. If you're ever losing a boxing match, you can always go back to the fundamentals, which is throwing the jab and that 1-2 hook. You know what I mean? If you're losing, just go back to the fundamentals. And it's like, sometimes when I'm looking for that wave, it's like, I go back to the beat packs that I got in from the past. Sometimes I got a call like, yo, is that shit still available? They be like, yeah, that shit. And it's like, all right, boom, that's where the marriage is met. That's that flame of spark. And it's like, I think I got something for that. Or, you know what I mean? Sometimes you just, you idle. And it's just like, all right, boom, you don't want to get too idle. You don't want to get too stay. Idle time is the devil's plaything. So it's like, you know what I mean? Just the same way in rap. It's like Mayweather. If you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of times, you know what I mean? A lot of times it's like, all right, boom. If you just sitting around, you want to keep your pen moving some sort of way. You want to keep something going. You don't want to slow down. You don't want to stop. You know what I mean? So yeah, sometimes you can dig in the crates and hear that shit and be like, damn. But yeah, there are a certain few who I go to. And it's like, yo, man, yeah, let me see what you've been doing upstairs. Let me see what you've been going through. And you know what I mean? Let me hear what you've been creating in your dungeon. And let me see what I've been creating in my dungeon. Let's see what the fuck we can do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You got a nice resume of projects, as well as notable collaboration too, right? Yeah, that to me, because being a part of the culture, I put that as they are notable collaboration. Who haven't you worked with yet that you want to work with though?
Oh man, so many. Like it's weird because you got those artists that are like the go-to collabs, and it's like I wanna how do I say it, bro? Like I wanna go through the basic training of this shit. Some collabs are for them, but some collabs are for me. So more or less, I say fuck to them collabs, because the features that know is coming, it's a lot of niggas knocking at those doors, because in their minds, what has to be done to make them hot.
Exactly.
So it's like, nah, yo, let's go left. I want to fuck with the niggas that I fuck with. You know what I mean? So while everybody is knocking at Rock Moss' door, there's a door over here that has half of that traffic knocking at your door.
The Skyzoo.
Skyzoo, bless Skyzoo's heart, man. It's like when I collab with niggas, it's not just the 1-2 flip. You know what I mean? It's like, I want to create that. Yeah, where a nigga can talk about that shit with you if I'm not there. I say, no, you know what I mean? It's like, there's no titles, there's no levels to the collab. It's great music. And it's like, some niggas want that motherfucker. I've had niggas that'll be like, yo, I need you on this verse. And I'll be like, all right, let's do it. They send you a clean slate. And it's like, wow, I don't know where to go with this. I don't know what this song is about. And it's like, I used to question that shit a lot. And it's like, yo, my man said, he's like, yo, niggas are afraid of getting killed on tracks. Niggas don't want to get killed on a joint. And it's like, yo, it make perfect sense, because it's like, yo, yeah, I need you on the verse, but I need you to write yours first. I give him that verse in January, and you won't hear that song until 3 years later, because the nigga want to be perfecting that verse. I don't have time for that. I lay it off flat. I say, look, is this something you think you might want to fuck with? This is my resume. This is what I've done. It's working. It's knowing how to work the track. If you want a big collab, and it's like, yo, I ain't about to sit here and teach niggas how to hustle. So that might be a conversation.
You dropping the jewels. You dropping the jewels, though. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but you know what I mean? You know how that shit go, man. We it's an experience. It's an experience.
Like, let's say it like this. You're somebody that's gonna, like you said, you're gonna grab up or do a feature or accept a feature when, like, say for example, the Conways and the Benny, when they were 2018, where they were then, opposed to right now. Can we say it like that?
And again, you said that, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
I just, you know what I mean? I say it like this, you know what I'm saying? And that just goes to show, you know, like, this not a wave for us.
Exactly.
It never was a wave. Early on, where niggas ain't no Griselda, we was knocking at their door.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, no, the hip hop still been here. It's just people in the industry that allowed them to have the mainstream light, that now the light is being spread to something that's already still been there.
Right. But see, niggas, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, the fact that, you know what I mean, it's like, yo, we saw where it was going early. And it's like, knowing is half the battle, you know what I mean? But it wasn't about where they were going, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't trying to jump on a wave. We knew that they rhymed like us and they were from somewhere else. So it's like, to us, you know what I mean? It was like, all right, boom. This is how Baltimore might hear your shit. And this is how, you know, somebody that supports you might hear our shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it basically is sitting down, it's putting it on the table, it's twisting it up, and it's putting it in the air. You know what I'm saying? And sorry to say, Baltimore wasn't listening to Griselda at the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Benny and all them niggas, then Jay-Z. And then the you know, the flare came. You know what I mean? Then it was just like, hey, yo, Royale, yo, we know you gotta connect with them niggas. How can you get us? Yo, can you give me Benny now? And I'm like, my nigga, like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, and still, I mean, like, yo, the fuck, you know what a Benny verse costs right now? Like,
exactly.
You've
been there and done that. You've been there and done that.
Skyrocketed, bro. It's skyrocketed. And it's like, yo, the fuck, like, man, shout out to Benny, Conway, and all them niggas. But when you see what them niggas have been through on their, you know, when they climb to success, it's like, let that sink in, because I shook Benny hand and Westside Gun hand handing out merch at the merch table after they got off stage, where the whole arena was looking at the locks or paying attention to whoever was on stage. And we back in the cut, you know, chopping it up with these niggas. And now here these niggas, like, you know what I mean? They done been shot at. They done been, you know what I mean? So it's like, you probably not gonna see them niggas just rocking like that no more, just because of what it turned into. And it's like, not to question their integrity, because I know Westside Gun, that nigga walk amongst anybody, you know what I mean? Handing out merch and all that, you know, he do what he do, you know what I mean? But it's like, the analogy, it's like, yo, we knew them niggas before they had weight. And now they got weight. You know what I'm saying? It's like, we shared drinks, we had the moment, and it was a beautiful thing. And it's just like, yo, I wish them niggas all the success in the world. You know what I mean? It's like, that only quenched my thirst, knowing that, you know what I'm saying, we all could eat. You know what I mean?
What separates a J-Rail from other rappers right now? In your words, what separates you from other rappers?
Popularity.
You feel like they have more popularity, other rappers, than you, or you feel you have more popularity than other rappers?
I think the bag that I'm trying to chase. I think what it is that I'm trying to chase is different. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I think how do I say this respectfully? That you know, the artists with 10K followers, you know what I'm saying? They probably gonna get, you know, to work with that artist before I would, just because it's like certain artists would be like, all right, I think we should fuck with this kid because he has a following. Not knowing, you know, my followers are organic. My following is organic. So it's like, you know what I mean? I jump. We network different, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I feel like I gotta put in that much more work to let niggas know who I am and what I've done respectfully. Because it's like, I'm not braggadocious about it. And you know what I'm saying? I'm not out here.
Your resume speaks for itself. Your resume speaks for itself.
I haven't even talked that shit. And it's like, you know what I mean? Like, yo, the fuck? It's like I don't consider nobody a threat. So it's like I'm content with everything that I do. I'm content with what it is that I've done, and I'm content with who it is that I am. So it's like when you're there and you don't even consider niggas a threat, you just consider, trying to maintain a healthy, a healthy name for yourself. It's like none of that shit even matters. It's like, yo, the fuck, I've been stopped giving a fuck about the music because I knew what everybody's goal was when it was give us a hit, do auto-tune, do a collaboration with Young Thug, shit like that. Yeah. It's like, you don't give a fuck about me. Yeah. Music don't give it, like, it's just like the streets. The streets don't give a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? The fuck, like the streets, the same streets that swear they love you will kill you. And that's what this music shit is. So it's like, I took that mentality and I started doing shit for me. Fuck who you think is hot and who I should do a motherfucking feature with. Let's go with the features that we like. And it's been working. You know what I mean? Because it's like, yo, the rules that come with hip hop, man, we took that shit, we balled the motherfucking paper up, and we threw that shit at everybody. You know what I mean? Like, yo, take your fucking rules. You know what I mean? Because to me, hip hop is about breaking the motherfucking rules. You know what I mean? Hip hop is about that story of this how we did it different, or this what we did different. And it's like that stands out more than the Dudley Do Right, nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, all right, yo, you did it by the rules. Yo, you got a whole, you know what I'm saying? You got your little your dance workout music, you know what I'm saying? Your shiny shit, your auto-tune track and shit. That shit cool. You know what I'm saying? For all that. But I mean, we different. I stopped doing it for them and I started doing it for me. You know what I mean? My hip hop and my accolades started to just become magnets on the refrigerator. You know how, you know what I mean? I just want to make my mother proud. You put that test, that B+ on the refrigerator. Man, you see that? I did that. Yeah. You know what I mean? You know? That's the best I could do. So, you know, I'm going to post that shit on the refrigerator. You know what I mean? And that's what my hip hop has become. Like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I'm from a city that don't pay attention. All right, boom. Here's a Skyzoo joint that y'all might like. Oh, that didn't work? All right, boom. Here's a Benny joint that y'all might not like. And whole while they overlooking it, elsewhere in the world, it's like, yo, this kid is coming up. He's making a name for himself.
Yeah.
And what would you do?
Where producers like Snow Goons would reach out to you. You feel what I'm saying?
I had them niggas standing in my project hallway, man. I took them out for chicken.
That was dope.
I took them out for chicken. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, right. So it's like, the way the music industry is set up right now, it's like, you remember cable TV? We had MTV, you had BET, you had Cinemax, Showtime, and HBO. Each artist is his own channel now.
True.
So it's like you're either tapped into the J Royale channel, but you can flip the channel and you can go to, you know, this guy's channel. You could go to Busta Rhymes' channel, the Griselda channel, and that, you know what I'm saying? And it's all the channels that rock with each other. There's a Busta Rhymes on a West Side Gun project. There's a Royce the 5'9" on this project, and they merge. But you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, the fuck. You have your own channel. Who you let into your channel is up to you. And what you promote on your channel is up to you.
Yeah.
Man, ain't no WCWs on my page. Ain't no Throwback Thursdays on my, everything is hip hop. Everything is my content. And man, it's for the betterment of the culture that I love. It's for me. You know what I'm saying? These are the accolades that I'm proud of. And if you're not proud of me, if you're not proud of it,
fuck him.
Unfollow me, bro.
Fuck him.
Go that way. Don't bring me that negative energy. Simple that.
Going off of that, I have two things that I post to everybody on the show. One, title of the show. What does Bars Still Matter mean to you?
But bars still matters mean a lot to me because it's like the substance of your rhyme scheme, you know, knowing how to rap, period. You know what I'm saying? I think at one point in time, knowing how to rap was a must, and it's not anymore. You know what I mean? You know, these niggas posting Lee Press on nails, colorful hair, they nodding off, they high. You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, now let's bring that back. Respectfully, if that's what the fuck you like, tune into that nigga page. But over here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We put pride in our art. And it's like, yo, if you are a hustler, how like, yo, why would I be mad at anybody else's hustle if mine is going good?
Exactly.
We eating over here, yo. The fuck, I got my niggas in position. Niggas is eating. I got my nigga that do this. I got my nigga that do that. And we got rhythm. Niggas got rhythm. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is moving. Yeah. Everything is happening. Everybody got a check coming in. Everybody eating. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what any of, you know what I'm saying? I don't care what y'all niggas doing or what y'all consider your hustle. Because mine is going well. But, you know what I mean? It's some artists and it's just like, oh my God, fuck them niggas in it up. Like, bro, what are you going to do to stop that?
Yeah.
What are you going to do to stop that? Yeah. Your hate and your hateful ways is not going to stop that shit from happening. So it's like, respectfully, if the nigga want to pop a 30 and drool out his mouth and he got 1.5 viewers, that's 1.5 motherfucking K motherfuckers that's just, what are you paying attention to? That's the entertainment that they like. I can't stop that shit.
True.
Because I ain't gonna lie. I look at World Star just like the next motherfucker. I watch ignorant shit. I like stupid ass shit. But you know what I'm saying? When I write a motherfucking rhyme, you know what I mean? I want to be known for something different than that. Because I mean, where I'm from, and you know the club that I'm cut from, it's like, that shit get you laughed at. Nigga, you either the junkie or you the motherfucker serving one. And these niggas is junkies, man. Well, you remember in school, your mother's on crack rock. That's how we made fun of niggas, man.
Yeah,
that's how we made fun of
that's
niggas,
the cool
man.
shit. Now they the cool shit.
Now these niggas like, yeah, man, they bipping, they throwing shit in their nose and shit like that. And it's like, all right, well, yo, if that's what you do, bro, then do it. I can't stop you. And I ain't about to sit here and waste time trying to. I got kids to raise. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying. That's my contribution right there. I gotta teach them not to do what you're doing, my nigga.
Exactly.
But that's like hating. That's like the nigga that get on live or post about his haters every day. What are you going to do to stop a nigga from hating? What, stop being great?
Or the niggas in the comments on YouTube that do it on every daggone page. Like they get up just to do that. Stop it. Yeah.
My nigga, I went on my YouTube the other day and seen, you know what I mean? Somebody disliked something. And I'm thinking like, damn, they ain't see this top shelf premium freestyle because they ain't dislike it. And I'm like, damn, they must not have seen that. And that's what I'm gonna promote. Shit, the fuck, let me promote that shit. At least I know that the shit is organic. You know what I mean? Because ain't no way in hell I'm gonna have 5 million views and nobody dislike nothing.
Was that your one of your kids that was in that video at the end of the top shelf? Freestyle?
That's my son.
That was your son?
That's the CEO, man.
I pay attention, bro. I pay attention.
Yeah, that's Munchie. That's Munchie, man. Munchie's, man, hey, Munch gonna be a celebrity before a lot of niggas know, man. He's so enthusiastic. I'm telling you, he got it. He's charismatic as shit. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, his energy, like, I feel like he be feeding off my energy. Cause you know what I mean? It's like, hey, yo, that shit.
That's dope. You had him around that. You have him around that. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, and the thing about him is, we was at an Al Divino show, and I was hosting the shit.
Al Divino.
Yeah, and my son, it was a Slime Beach, And my son, he was in the crowd. So when it was my time to get up there, it's like, he was like, oh, like, nigga, take me with you. So in hindsight, the little nigga wound up hosting a little bit of the Al Divino show. He brought him out and all that shit. And he was just, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, that, like, I wasn't even there for the whole shit, you know what I mean? Mentally, because I was so caught up on my son having the heart. You know, like, he ain't freeze up. He wanted that, you know what I mean? He wanted to jump out there, and it's like, yo, he didn't freeze. He said what he said, the crowd reacted, and like, he fed off that energy. And that's what, you know what I mean? It was like, yeah, yo, that shit was crazy.
The second thing,
you met Al Divino too.
Yeah, shout out to Al Divino. I fuck with him too. The second thing that comes with the show for every artist is my A&R of what I want to hear, and I see if the artist will agree to try to make it happen. So I already spoke on one name, and then during the conversation being so naturally, you brought up the other name I have. So one, I would love to hear in your future a collab with you and Raekwon. That's one. And the second, I would love to hear a collab with a J Royale and a Royce the 5'9". Your opinion on those?
We almost there. We almost there. I got on my next joint, man. We got the visualizer, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. We got the visualizer. You know who that is, right? So we got him locked in. We got him locked in, and we got a lot of surprises coming, man. Like,
come on, man. No, just say the surprises. Come on. Like, come on, man.
Hey, I mean, hey, if I tell you the surprises now, the haters gonna stop turning in. They're gonna say, oh, let me get to work.
Okay, all right. So
you know what I mean?
You agree with those two collabos, though? You agree with those two collabos that I'm looking for?
I would be delighted, man. Like, yo, for real. Oh man, like, yo, that when I lock in, let me tell you something, man. It's no better feeling, cause it's like my shit. You probably won't see my shit on a lot of playlists. You probably, you know what I'm saying? You probably won't see my shit a lot of places where you see other artists. But I like the fact that it's revered and respected, you know, a little bit because of the pride that and the passion that I put into the shit, right?
Yeah.
But it's no feeling. It's no feeling getting that verse back or getting those cuts back or getting the whole shit back. And you hear that shit come together with one of your favorite artists and they locked in and, you know, they complimented you locking in.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful thing, bro. Because it's like, that's a trophy of mine. You know what I mean? That's something I could forever play, you know what I mean? From the YouTube to the, you know, to the vinyls and the CDs and all that shit. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, that's some shit that's mine. And it's like, it came together well. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we did that shit. It's like, yo, you ever been to Job Corps or like summer school? And it's like a fucked up situation where it's like, dang, I gotta do this shit. But then when you lock in with that group of people and it's all said and done, it's like you remember the Breakfast Club movie?
Exactly.
It's like, yo, where it's like, you know what I mean? Them niggas was in detention.
Yeah.
It was fucked up. It's like being locked up. And like, so, you know what I mean? Locking in with those certain few, it's like, yo, damn, yo, this was God's work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I learned some shit. I'll never forget the moment. I'll never forget how I felt walking into this shit. And I walked out of it a better man. That's how that shit be, because it's, to me, because it's like, you know what I mean? You'll know if you get that verse back from a motherfucking MC that don't respect what you do. And you'll know
you can tell.
Where, you know what I'm saying? That nigga, you know what I mean? Like, yo, in the studio today, yo, I lace you up good, They'll tell you about your lyrics. Yeah, yo, because you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I like the part where you said, and it's like, damn, these are the building blocks of a wholesome artist that want to do good business and all that shit, because he's been entertained by motherfuckers that do good business. You know what I mean? And it's like, yo, the money, the clout, all that shit, it'll come and it'll go. One day it'll be gone. You know what I mean? But
which is weird. To touch on that real quick, then you finish. My bad. You just remind me of something when you said that. And it's messed up, but I gotta say his name as we're speaking on him now. I feel like Skyzoo did that, what you just said. Because what he gave you sound like he was like, okay, he's rocking with you. But I heard him do another feature for somebody else, and I was like, it don't sound like he's into that artist. And it's weird that you just said that.
I swear.
And not to put him out there, but the song is out. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna say who the artist is, but the song is out. When I heard it, I feel like he wasn't in tune with or caring that much about who that artist was as an artist. You know what I mean? Like, nah, I'm gonna just do the feature. I could be wrong, but that's what I got it. What you just now said, because then when I heard yours, I'm like, that sounds like Skyzoo was fucking with that nigga. You feel me?
Right. And that's what niggas don't get. Because it's like, yo, the fuck, if you tell your old lady you're hungry, and she come back and throw a motherfucking hungry man microwavable dinner on the table in front of you, and you put your finger in it and it still got the little cold part in the middle of it, it's like, man, what did I do to you? God damn, I tell you I'm hungry, that's what you, all right, boom. But then you got biscuits from scratch, you know what I'm saying? Let me give you this, the steak and the, the 1-2 and all the bells and whistles. It's like, that's why I love you, girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, that's synonymous to a fucking fire ass. Nah, bro, I got you. I like what you're doing. I like the movement that you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, that all you need now in this hip hop shit is a cosign. All you need is the cosign. All you need is that artist to say, nah, bro. And it's like, yo, shout out to the artists who do that, man. I could name names, terminology, motherfucking Vinny Paz, Willie the Kid, Skyzoo, Benny at that time, Conway, you know what I'm saying? Ransom, you know what I mean? Niggas that show up.
Flea Lord now.
Yo, Flea, all them niggas, and it's just
you and Edo, by the way.
Yeah.
Nice one. One.
Hey, that's my guy, man. And you can tell when a nigga,
genuine. That was genuine. That video.
You can tell when they genuine, and you can tell when they take you serious. You know what I mean? And when they like, oh man, it's another one of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Give me $5,000 and I'm gonna go in the studio and part shit on your track. You know what I mean? So it's like, hey, yo, that feeling of a track coming together, and it's just like, yo, yeah, bro, it's like a good sparring session. You know what I mean? You come out of that shit, and it's like, damn, yo, I feel like I'm that closer to being ready for the 12-round fight.
I just said that to David Bars. You in tune with David Bars, the rapper?
Am I in tune? DITC, man. He did the whole project, man. Me and Buck Wild talk every day.
I just told him that. I said, when him and Corey Guns and him and Axel, Leon, had both, when they on it was a sparring session. It wasn't, it was like, no, he was there with them, they was there with him. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
That's exactly what I said to him. Same thing. So, yo, project's coming out. I mean, you ain't gonna say who's on it, but when's it coming out? You know what I mean? Producers that's
I got some throwback shit. And it's like, I'm proud to say, first and foremost, we pressed up the repress of the Ivory Stoop, and we had Big Ghost LTD do some remixes on them, and just to keep the people updated. I don't know when this is particularly going to drop. Vinyls will be in hand this Wednesday, March the 24th. So I'm gonna start shipping out probably this weekend. I'm signing everybody's shit. I'm putting together they parts, they packs. You know what I mean? We got the motherfucking test press bundles. We got the UOP joints still. We got the Baltimore housing projects. And now that we doing our own, now that we pressing up our own vinyl, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you doing it yourself now, in-house?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's like it was only a matter of time, and now with like all this NFT shit, it's like we trying to figure out the next rollout on how to make everything, you know, well-rounded. But it's like it's not even about the money in the pocket. It's about taking care of the supporters that really support. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I want to take care of them. I want to get them, you know what I mean? Not only do I want to get them quality music, but I want to give them, you know what I'm saying? I want to get them priceless art. You know what I mean? Because it's like y'all put my all into this, and for the collectors that it means something to, I want to give them a piece of, you know, what I went through, you know, putting all this shit together. So it's just like, you know, I want to take care of them. But so with us pressing up our own vinyls, it's a couple of projects that I dropped in the past, and we're gonna get at the vinyl treatment, you know what I mean, and the CD treatment and the rollout treatment, because it was a couple of joints that I dropped before I even gave a fuck about mixing, mastering, and all that shit. And it's like we matured a lot since then, so it's like we're gonna revisit some of those joints. I got a joint that I'm trying to shop with Fat Beats. Benny Paz is on there. Nems is on
Shout
there.
out to that project too. That's getting ready to drop. Benny Paz. I think I saw you talking about something like that.
That's the super duper big bro. Like I have conversations with the big bro, and you know what I'm saying. He'll teach you how to move in a room full of vultures. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of them out here. You know what I'm saying?
He's been around for a while, and he's been surviving in this culture too.
Man, the wisdom, such a humble soul, man. It's like, yo, for real. Talking to him, like, yo, I've gone to him with problems. You know, I've gone with him with situations, and he like, nah, bro, like you eager. You know what I'm saying? He really drops jewelry. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I'm blessed to have, you know, somebody like, yo, an entity like that, you know, to be able to, you know, let me be a part of his legacy, man. That shit mean a lot. Buck Wild, he's another one. You know what I mean? I talked to him a lot. You know what I'm saying? We've been in the motherfucking at the chessboard, moving the pawns and the bishops, and you know what I'm saying, and the rooks around and shit. So hopefully we'll have that shit for y'all. You know,
I look forward to that.
Ill Bill, I got some shit. My man Sos, Ray Sosa, Jay DePena, Mika Doe. I got some shit all over they shit. You know what I mean? The fuck. A lot of dope shit, man. And that's where we at with it.
Yo.
Pay attention, because it's like it's not just gung ho rhyming anymore. We're a little more meticulous about the rollouts, but I don't want to get distracted with the business side of shit. I'm an artist. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, well, you got to do it like this because no, I don't want to be that nigga. We want to keep it raw. We want to keep it filthy. Yeah, we want to keep it filthy. We try and keep it like Green, you know what I mean? We try and keep niggas on Greenmount Avenue. You know what I'm saying? We try, you know what I mean? We try and keep that Baltimore shit what it is. But you know what I mean? Like the fuck, we try and compete with the big guys. You know what I mean? So
So we're gonna take all your information, you know, your links for all your merch and everything in your music. We're gonna have it in the YouTube. You know what I mean? As well as on the streaming platforms too, on Spotify and everything. So just so you know, I'm gonna have you send that over. We're gonna have that all in there so people can get to it right away. You know what I mean?
Fact.
I want to thank you, man, for taking the time out to do the show with us. You know what I mean?
Man, anytime. Can I tell them where to follow?
Say all your info.
So for the merch such as, you know, vinyl and physicals and all that, you know what I mean? I want y'all to go to my IG, which is J Royale, all one word, all caps, JAYROYALE. You know what I mean? And that's across the board. Facebook, IG, YouTube, all them other little J Royale niggas, they ain't me. Y'all gonna know the thing. You know what I mean?
There's
like,
one on YouTube right now, and I'm like, fuck.
Little funny niggas. You know what I mean? But I mean, you know, what can you do? You know?
Look, I want you to finish giving your info. I just want to throw this in there real quick because you opened the door for me. Something else to say. I used to do a show. It was called True Talk Sessions, which we brought it back as a podcast, but it was in New Jersey. Every time I had an artist on, I always gave them the same advice. You're an artist. Use your name for all platforms. So when a person Googles you, because you just said that, I've been telling artists, don't make no other name up. Listen, what your artist name is should be on every platform. But go ahead, finish giving that stuff.
I be trying to follow niggas' IGs. It be like Lil Rico, 28th Street, Broadway, all day with money in my pocket. That's all one word. Shit. Be like, what the fuck? Yeah, but man, follow me all around. We on iTunes if you the digital guy. We on motherfucking, Spotify. Turn shit popping with the MOP. I got a joint with Mav and Ason Eastwood over SIDS. That shit fire. Yo, I got my own shit coming. Shout out to the squad, you know what I mean? All the niggas that I run with, all the niggas that don't run with me. I don't, you know what I mean?
If anything from
niggas,
this,
man.
Anything from this, understand, man, we just met. We never talked before. I've been rocking with your music right now for a little while. And I just want to tell you right now, yo, I appreciate what you do for the culture because I'm part of the culture. And it's refreshing to have people like you on the show. And it was natural, you know what I mean? So I'm saluting you and thanking you as well. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, also I'm gonna send lately we've been locking in on some little freestyle joints, little freestyle bids. I'm gonna send you some clips so you can throw up on the page if you like.
Do that. Send an artist, any artist you know, send them my way so we can do that. You know what I mean? Because we're gonna start putting them on the YouTube, not just IG. We're gonna be putting on the YouTube too as we build the platform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And because I feel like that's the next step because you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, with my name, with the name ringing bells, I'm trying to put together like a little team, you know what I'm saying? A little team that I believe in so we can start pushing the culture forward. For you know what I'm saying? For the niggas that I believe in and I that I know is cut from that cloth. And it's like I want to try to, show niggas how to level themselves up with the rhyme and try to make a couple of dollars in their pocket and try to do right by rap money, you know what I'm saying? And how to survive in the next drought if it comes, you know what I'm saying, or if it hit harder. And if they artists that's, you know what I'm saying, passionate about their shit. I'm trying, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put some niggas in position, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's about quiet money. So it's like doing it and not saying too much because it's like, I want niggas to know that, you know what I mean? I want my son to walk without the walker, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, like that, you know what I mean? But the vision is real. We trying to put together some shit. The merch shit is, we constantly come with something new with the merch and that's no different, you know what I'm saying? And, bro, we working, man. We working hard. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, make sure you send me over those artists, man. We definitely gonna rock.
I got you. It's a couple good niggas that's in position right now. You know what I mean? And it's like, they working. Niggas is rhyming. Niggas can rhyme. Niggas can rhyme where I'm from, bro. Niggas can rhyme, yo. You know what I'm saying?
I can tell because, like I said, I might only can have a handful like a name, but that handful has been solid and it's been satisfying. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
for real. And I like that y'all support each other too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it's real, bro. Indeed, man.
And plus, I look forward. I'm gonna reach out to them to interview them as well. Those handful. You feel what I'm saying?
There you go, man. Tell them niggas I sent you.
No doubt. Yo, thank you for tuning in, locking in everybody that was listening to the show. You know what I'm saying? This is up on everywhere. It's gonna be everywhere.
Royale, nigga, East Baltimore at the dark.
Yeah. Salute, bro.
Salute, brother.